Hey guys, welcome to TheLotter. This review is basically about TheLotter's website and how you are able to play it from South Africa. So, to cut a long story short, TheLotter is probably one of the most famous online lottery brands. They've been around, I think they were in fact one of the first online lotto brands. So, essentially, TheLotter I think in all, there is about 90 or 100 lottos that these guys have got. And basically, what they do is they scan tickets, they purchase tickets on your behalf in the actual country's lotto. And they've got various agencies around the world in these different countries that essentially act as ticket purchasing services for them. And when you buy a ticket on the Lotter, they essentially send a command or the payment thing off to the remote country. That country then purchases the tickets on your behalf and holds them. So you can actually see this list is really insane. I mean, they've got probably every single country that's got a lottery in the world over there. And of course, you can sort it by the size of the jackpot. I don't quite know how it translates by currency, but effectively you're paying for euros if you're playing on the Spain Euro Millions or the Austrian Euro Millions, or US dollars if you're playing in the American jackpots. So essentially, you buy tickets on the Lotter's website. The tickets are stored overseas and they're claimed overseas by legitimate individuals who are perfectly licensed and legal and so on to play in those lotteries. And so this is simply a facilitation service. I think they call it a messenger or a concierge service. And there's a couple of these guys out there that do this. So basically, they have this little notification at the top of the screen here saying that you can play from any country in the world. And because of the way they actually are participating in international lottery draws, there's actually no legislation against sites like the Lotto operating. So yes, you can go and take South African rands, and I'll show you a purchase in another video. But what they do on their website, it's quite an. I don't think they've changed this website much since I don't know when they redesigned it, but the site is pretty functional. Just gives you a list of the top lottos that people are playing in. You can obviously go into your barter section, frequently asked questions, and how their ticket scanning tech works. They've got quite a strong support system. I'm not too sure where it comes from. I think it's European based, just judging by the guys' accents. There is a lot of a push from the guys that are running the Lotter for people to buy raffles and bundles and syndicate tickets to maximize your chances of winning. So obviously you're buying bundles of tickets. They buy, pre-buying a bundle of 100 tickets, and you're just buying a share within that bundle. And of course, they show the latest lottery results, and you can see this immense list of results that gets pulled over here is quite something. And so obviously you can see the latest results for each of the lottos that you could be playing in. Right. So let's go to the lotteries themselves. The registration process on the Lotter is absolutely probably one of the best and easiest I've seen so far. So you click on the sign up, takes your username and your email address and your password, and you click sign up and you're in. Or you can connect straight with your Facebook account, which is a very cool little feature of the way they've set everything up. So you can get straight into playing very quickly. So I've already signed up. Good old Sam Waitler. I just made that surname up. So let's go in quickly, and here we are. So basically, you get once you're in the lottery, you can get to choose whichever lottery you want in terms of the global jackpots that are available at the moment. And when you go into purchasing individual tickets, this is when you're buying a single ticket for yourself. They present a number of options. Because of the way it works, they basically are buying tickets in those international lottery draws. So they add a margin onto every ticket that they purchase for facilitating the transaction. So long story short, you are mandated to buy at least 3 tickets from them, but otherwise it doesn't make commercial sense for them to run their service selling individual tickets. Right. And you can obviously add more lines, and the more lines you add, the more chances you have of winning the lottery. So obviously, when you're buying, this is probably the most expensive way to buy tickets, but it's it's the way that will result in the largest payouts because you're not having to split it through raffles and syndicate bundles and so on. Sorry, in syndicate bundles. We'll talk about bundles just now. Cool. So basically, once you've taken up you selected your numbers, and you can either quick pick or randomly, select your own numbers. You've obviously got 5 on the top and one bonus ball. You can then go, and then it goes down, calculates the total. You can see it's in South African rands there. So 5 tickets in the Mega Millions that I chose here is going to cost me 192 rand. For new players, they have these little, really nice and apparent, specials and so on, where you get 50% off your first deposit. Other guys do 100% match on first deposits. Other guys do, like that, depending on how much you spend with them. So the lot is very straightforward. They don't give you any bonus money to play with. They want to know that you're an actual player willing to play with their system. So it's all very much above board. And then you essentially click play and you go through a checkout process. And as you select this, they ask you to populate more information into your personal details so that you can continue to transact with them. So long story short, it's a very straightforward process. There is a lot of interesting things on the Lotter's history, which I think is really awesome. So they have their winners somewhere down here, our recent winners, and they show the latest people that have actually won something from a recent draw. But the full winners list, I don't know, the lot is very it seems very cloak and daggery, but yeah, they actually do pay out these guys, but most of their faces seem to be obscured by this funny Lotter mask thing, which is almost like it's been with the brand from almost day one, where obviously the winners are in their own locations, wherever those locations might be, and may or may not want to let the rest of the world know that they've just won €1 million or £1 million or whatever. But it's quite a hallmark of the Lotter. You can literally see in those image search results Lotter winners, because they've all got these funny face mask things on, which are fantastic. I think it adds to the whole sort of allure of the brand. It's very sort of internety, which is great. This design, this red, white, black, etc., has been with them for ages. They do have a very clear and concise methodology for paying out their winners. So obviously these remote ticket countries, they've got very well formed relationships. These guys hold the tickets in safes. They send you scanned copies of the tickets. It's a really transparent site in order to play with, all in all. And that's it. I think I'm going to go through the ticket purchasing process in a separate video. But this is really really a great site. I would highly recommend it. Yes, you are paying a premium on tickets. There's no doubt on it. You're paying whatever the cost is of the ticket plus a little bit of extra that goes to the Lotter. But in terms of customer service, they are fantastic. They've got lots of live chat features and contacts, and I think you can contact the support in about 1 billion different ways over here. Okay, I'm going to let that load. Let me just quickly go to the homepage again. Right, so I just wanted to quickly explain. So when you do first purchase with the Lotter, what tends to happen is they call you and they say, hey, well, how's it going? Welcome. We recommend you buy the syndicate bundles. And so the syndicates and bundles. So essentially what the syndicates are is they go and they buy 200 lines of randomly selected lines of US Mega Millions or whichever lots they've got over there. And then you buy a share in that. So the actual cost of it is divided by 150 or 120 of people. So when you come down to what the actual cost of that ticket is, let me just clear my cart. I'm not too sure how to clear my cart over here. So syndicates, let's have a look and close. Yeah, so I get 200 lines. Obviously it's 102 Rand extra onto the other purchase that I'm doing earlier. but it's divided by 150. So if there's a payout, whatever that payout's going to be is going to be divided by 150. But for 102 bucks, you can get 200 lines as opposed to 200 and something rand for like 5 lines of tickets. Right. So the lines are basically like randomly selected numbers that you're going to be using. So yeah, they've got these bundles where they select across a number of different lotteries. Let's have a quick look here. So 56 lines syndicate. They show you the tickets that they've pre-purchased in the bundle, and then you can obviously add the bundle to what's it? Add the bundle. Yes, let's choose this one. Okay, this one and play. I don't know. Cool. Finally, they've got this multi-draw feature, which is great for people who don't feel like coming back and watching the Lotter every single week. And basically, all it does is it buys whatever you've selected into the next 10 draws. And they've got that feature across the standard syndicate and bundle lot. So when you get to here, you can basically go to, I'm going to be in the next 10 draws on these numbers. So this is great for people who've got a number selection strategy where they want specific numbers played in every single lottery going forwards. And the great thing about online lotto is that everything's automated. So like in 10 draws time, you can come in and just see how much you've won. So basically, whenever there's a winning, that winning is claimed and then stuck back into your account. And so that's basically the how it works and why obviously the online lottery space is a lot more popular than other lotto spaces. So land-based lotto spaces. Good. So that's it. It makes it very easy for you to jump into like 10 draws in a row. So for all the stuff that I've ordered here, which is 10 times multi-draw tickets, 20% discount. So the more you spend, the more discount they provide on the tickets. I'm not too sure how they manage that, given the way that they purchase their tickets. But obviously, I think it's just a percentage on whatever their cost is and how they bulk purchase tickets. Good. I think that's the Lotter from the Lotter review, and I will see you in the next one. We're going to be doing another review on the Lotter's purchasing process and cash out with Lotter, and I look forward to seeing you in that video. Cheers.